A number of YouTubers have been making videos lately addressing the age-old question of whether the toilet seat should be left up or down, and these videos tend to cover things like opinions, emotions, or conventions, but I say, screw all that. If we're going to settle this debate once and for all, let's do it the right way, and that means no opinions, no emotions, and certainly no conventions. We're going to roll up our sleeves and do the math. Before we consider the data, it's important to delineate why this debate so fiercely rages. Females in this debate consider porcelain-induced labial trauma and unintended clitoral hydration to be sins most heinous, as is the male habit of overspray, aka splash damage. It's important to note I'm excluding female-female couples, as presumably this is a non-issue. I'm also discounting dual male cohabitation, as the likelihood of two males, regardless of age, race, socioeconomic status, or sexuality, actually giving a flying fig nut about this is far below the margin of error of this study. Seriously, you'd have better luck tracking down an intelligent creationist or finding someone who possesses both the faculty of hearing and appreciation for the band Nickelback. Now, speaking of humans producing bacteria-laden, foul-smelling, odious substances from their salty nether regions, let's move on to human waste production. The average human female will make 8 squatinkles, that's squatting tinkles, per day, and an additional 8 squadoodles per week. We'll combine these for an average figure of 56 squat trips to the lavatory per week. Males, on the other hand, make on average 7 vertinkles per day, that's vertical tinkles, and only 5 squadoodles per week. Combining these again, we get 35 skips to the loo per week. Please make a note that the possibility of vertical pooping is excluded from this study, as it is impossible. Trust me, it can't be done. A simple arithmetic shows that in an average one male, one female cohabitation scenario, only about 1/3 of all trips to the bathroom necessitate a seat-up approach, and you might be tempted to side with females and numeric frequency, but let's not be too hasty. Apply game theory. Given the proximal frequency between male and female number one runs, it would make more sense for both parties to engage in conscious antipodal parity seat positioning. That is, females put the seat up after use, and males put the seat down, given that the odds will favor alternate trips more frequently than repeating trips of either gender. An obvious exception to this would be tightly proximal dual visit by both male and female parties, in which case the female would be justified in leaving the seat down, as she is more likely to make the next trip. But even considering frequency and alternating micturition schedules, there are far too many variables to consider that will avoid the void conundrum, and so we turn to the final and perfect approach which I have devised after exhaustive research, countless regressions, longitudinal studies, double-blind tests, just keep looking at the butt, we're almost done, and scholarly scrutiny to arrive at a simple, inescapable conclusion. Brace yourselves now, for this will change every trip to the bathroom you make for the rest of your life. Okay, here goes. Ta-da! That's right, gentlemen. You sit down to pee every time for the rest of your life. It's the only logical way to avoid any and all of the bathroom mishaps within the scope of this rigorous scientific study. I mean, it's either that or both male and female perform a cursory visual inspection prior to voiding, but who has a fractional second to waste on that? Thanks for watching, everyone. May Buddha smile upon you in the bathroom. And he does, you know. Frequently.